Now let's try to derive the formula for compound interest. Assume that you have invested an amount of P, which means that is the principal amount. Now let's see, assume that this is the timeline. We shall see what happens after 1 year and what happens after 2 years, what happens after 3 years for the amount in case of, let's say, simple interest, and in case of, let's say, compound interest. Okay, so if you assume that the rate at which it is growing is r% per annum, just assume that it is annum. Okay, and then you assume that this time period is given for 1 year, and also the other assumption is the interest is being compounded annually, which means after every 1 year you are going to get the interest and again reinvest it. Okay, now if you let the amount grow for 1 year, either in the case of simple interest or in the case of compound interest, it will be same. Unless you take out the interest and invest it, you are not going to see any difference, isn't it? Therefore, now see this simple interest after 1 year, it is going to be here P, which is principal, the total amount I am talking about. Okay, P plus P into R by 100. Got it? So this is the simple interest you are going to get, and this is the actual investment principal. See, I think you know what is the simple interest formula. PTR by 100. In this case, T equal to 1, that is why I am writing PR by 100. So this is the simple interest and this is the principal, right? So if you pull out P as common, it is going to be P into 1 plus R by 100. Now what happens in case of compound interest? Same thing. Your principal is going to be same P plus this P is going to earn some interest, and that interest should be in the rate of R. Therefore P into R by 100. P into R by 100 is going to be your interest, right? In this case, don't call it as a simple interest. Here in this case, you can call it as a simple interest. So since we are talking about the concept of compound interest, we can call it as compound interest, right? But anyway, the value is same for 1 year, right? Now let us assume that it is the interest is compounded annually. Compounded annually means whatever interest you get over a period of 1 year, you are going to let it grow for the next time, which means it is going to start growing from this point onwards. Now after 1 year, what happens? Now see this, after 1 year, this amount is not going to grow. Okay, if you see this amount, only this principal amount is going to grow in case of simple interest. Therefore this amount is going to produce P plus PR by 100. Why? Because you are letting it grow for 1 more year, only 1 year, and this amount is going to remain as it is, right? That is why you are going to get it as P plus 2 into PR by 100, right? So even if you compute it using the formula PTR, P time period is 2 and R by 100 is the simple interest. Got it? Now on the other side, if you see the way it is growing, this one is going to grow by a rate of R%, which means principal is going to become P into R by 100 plus this one. You have to assume that this is also a new principal, one more principal which is invested. Therefore it is also going to grow, which means it is going to produce PR by 100 plus this entire amount is going to grow at a rate of R%. Therefore you have to multiply with R by 100 and again write it here, right? So if I multiply by R by 100, what do I get? P into R square by 100 square. Got it? Now I want to pull P as the common, pull out P as the common. Then what do I get? P into 1 plus 2R by 100 plus R square by 100 square. So I could have written it as 1 plus R by 100 whole square. Try to understand this. P into 1 plus 2R by 100 plus R square by 100. I could write it as 1 plus R by 100 whole square, right? Now what is here? If you pull out P as common, you will get it as P into 1 plus 2R by 100, right? Therefore after 2 years, if you observe it, it is going to be P into 1 plus RT by 100, where 2 is nothing but the time, right? But then here it is going to be P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power T. Therefore, it is growing as if it is in AP. That one is growing as if it is in GP. Got it? Now, this is the entire amount you have invested. See, after 1 year it is P into 1 plus R by 100, right? After 2 years it is going to be P into 1 plus R by 100 whole square. Now what will happen after 3 years? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube, isn't it? Now what will happen here? After 1 year P into 1 plus R by 100. After 2 years P into 1 plus 2R by 100. What will happen to this? P into 1 plus 3R by 100. Got it? So even if you want to see this one more time, you can check this. Now this amount is going to grow by P plus PR by 100, isn't it? Everything is going to be reinvested. Now what about this amount? This amount is also going to grow by PR by 100 plus P into R square by 100. Why? Because if you multiply it with R by 100, you are going to get P into R square by 100 square. Yeah. Now again this amount is going to be invested, which means it is going to give you P into R by 100 plus P into R square by 100 square. What about this? It is also going to give you P into R square by 100 square plus P into R cube by 100 cube. Now if you pull out P as common and add all of them, you will get that it is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube. Got it? Now what happens to this one? See, this entire amount is going to remain as it is, but then only principal is going to grow. Therefore, principal is going to produce P plus PR by 100, and this entire amount is going to be as it is, 2 into PR by 100. Therefore, the entire amount is going to be P into 1 plus 3R by 100. Right? So now see this, P into 1 plus RT by 100 and P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power T. Therefore, if you are saying that, so one more thing, you have to be very careful here. It is R is the rate of interest per annum, and also this question is applicable, or this case is applicable where the interest is compounded annually. Only in that case, you can write like this, P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power T. So this is the total amount you are going to get in case of compound interest. If R is the rate of interest per annum and T is the time in years, right? And it is given that the amount is compounded annually, and you should be careful there. In case if it is compounded quarterly, half-yearly, we shall deal with all those cases in the examples. Okay. Now what is it? If the amount is compounded annually and R is the rate of interest per year, and this is the number of years, then only this formula is valid. Otherwise you have to convert all of them appropriately. Sometimes they will say that R is the rate of interest for 6 months and it is compounded annually, then you have to change these values. Okay, so just be careful with examples. I'll make it clear. Okay, so this is the total amount and this is the principal amount and this is the time period. So what will be the compound interest then? Compound interest equal to total amount minus your principal. Got it? So this is the total amount you are going to get after T years. Then what is the compound interest you got? Total amount minus whatever you have invested. Is that difference is nothing but the rate. Sorry, that compound interest, which is nothing but you have to write minus P here. Here also the same thing, right? So here you can write it as the total amount is P into 1 plus RT by 100, and you could split it this way, P plus PTR by 100, right? Now what is this? The total amount is equal to principal plus the simple interest earned. Therefore in this case simple interest is always going to be PTR by 100. In this case compound interest is going to be find out the total amount, and from that you are supposed to subtract the principal amount. Okay, so we shall see examples. With that it will be clear about how to compound it and what to do if the compounding is done differently. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%. But all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.